Hi YouTube, how are you doing today? In today's video, I'm going to show you a Mech Paladin list. Like, I feel like people keep forgetting that there are more viable archetypes than just pure Paladin, because every time I queue a Paladin on ladder these days, it is pure Paladin, like nothing else really exists. But then I saw first Otsuna making a video about Mech Paladin in French. Then I saw Jambre posting a Mech Paladin video on his channel as well. So I was like, okay, maybe there's something there. Maybe it can work. So I queued a few games of this deck, and it does feel pretty solid and also fun to play because it's like a little bit different than the pure Paladin. And I just want to show you this list, see how it does on ladder, and hopefully inspire you to also give it a try. So here's the list. It's just a lot of mechs, so you kind of want to curve your mechs. There's also the disco mole because I think this is just really, really strong. Still, in a lot of matchups, you kind of want to push that little extra damage that you can give your minions with the death rattle of this weapon. Also, there is a Grime Street outfitter in this list. So you can, for example, what something that's very strong is if you have in your opening, you have a radar detector. Into Grime Street outfitter, you buff all your mechs. And that's a lot of mechs. So this is just like a bit of a cool extra this deck has that you can do. But it's not something you like really look for in Mulligan. I mean, you can keep the outfitter. I usually don't keep the radar detector because you do want to play out minions in the early game and not really want to play out the spells. So you kind of look for a 1-drop into a 2-drop or into the disco mall or either a minion, that doesn't matter. And then you have these big magnetic mechs as well, like the gatekeeper is here. The Menace is here. The Wargear is Ziliax as well. And you have any Storm Coil. So if you do have a sticky big mech on the board, you can go any on turn 5 and copy it. And it will like summon a copy with Rush, Wind, Fury, and Divine Shield. So that's like a perfect way of making a big threatening board, but also it's a good way of dealing with your opponent's board and just trading some of their minions off. But I think the list is fairly straightforward, so I don't think we need to like be talking about it for too long, and we can just queue a few games. Between my last videos, I did manage to climb a bit on ladder, so we are 638 legend right now, and hopefully after this video, if we manage to get some wins, I can be in top 500. That would be very nice. I think the deck is definitely capable of doing it. We do need to get like maybe a bit lucky with matchups. You don't want to queue into Control Priests because they run silence. So if you if you queue into Priest, you need to keep that in mind that you don't make your max too big with the magnetic things because they silence. But okay, we queued into a mage for now, so let's see. I think we can keep the click clocker and one outfitter maybe, so we have a 2-drop. We don't keep the bubble bot. I don't think we need it that early. Okay, this is, yeah, we got it back. But this is fine, right? Because now we can go click clocker into outfitter, into savior, dredge something. We do have like a bit of a curve going already. Don't know how the matchup is against mage, to be honest, because I haven't really played it yet. But I think mage is very good at dealing with the board. Imagine if they picked Seafloor Gateway. That would reduce the cost of all my mechs, but they never picked it. So I'm gonna go with Vast Wisdom. I feel like that's what they wanted to go for. Okay, you know what? Next turn, we can also just go Disco Mole first. Have that set up. We can trade their minion with the mole and then just start curving the rest of our stuff. So we set this up. Opponent doesn't yeah, no, I think they know we're a mech, right? Because of the click clocker. I was thinking maybe they can still think it's pure paladin with some mechs, but I think they know. Okay, they are going for the board. You know what? Let's go Outfitter, Coin, Outfitter, and we have some very big buffs already. I don't think we used the weapon just yet. Gonna hold it for just a little bit longer. Next turn, what would be nice if top decking a 1 or a 2 drop, so we can combo it with the Savior. Okay. Thinking that is a 1 drop. Let's go. A 1 drop. Savior. What are we looking for? Maybe Amalgam just for the stats. Or actually we could go for the 1 drop and combo it with another mech, but I don't think we have to yet. No, I think we go Amalgam for next turn. Do we trade? Maybe we trade this one actually. We +5/+5. I think we hit first. Okay, and we value trade. I don't think they can clear this board easily, like not completely at least. So maybe if some mechs stick, we can go bubble bot on the board. If not, we are going to play the Amalgam and okay, actually not too bad that it's going phase. That means we are keeping some board. But probably not the board for bubble bot just yet. Let's go Amalgam first. Purator doesn't do much in this deck because we only have mech, so it wouldn't draw that much. So maybe just an extra bubble bot. And let's go Fast Wisdom. This and what do we like? Seal of Blood. We can protect our minion. Make it go face. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay, so we know there's a Vast Wisdom in their hand and something copied from Audio Splitter. Cold Case. Okay, so the Cold Case was copied. So there is another Cold Case in hand, potentially. And the fact that they're doing this makes me think that maybe they have Sivara in hand as well. How do we go from here? Do we just go Bubble Ball? I think that's fine. And we just hit the face and the face. And we kind of just hope they don't have Sivara maybe, because it is a little bit annoying if they get like solid alibis non-stop. The thing is, I don't think Mage is very good at dealing with big threats at the moment. So we have multiple. They don't really have good clears. So something is going to stick and we will be able to make a big Ziliax probably. They can play Blizzards. Some lists play Blizzard, so then it means we can't attack yet. Oh, he's just trying to push some damage. Okay, Sivara, so they're going for Solid Alibi again, maybe? Yeah. Well, I mean, we can Ziliax lifesteal into the Sivara. Like do this. Of this one is actually healing even more. Bonk. Back to full health. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Getting him in the face. We kind of know almost everything they have in hand. And there is nothing in their hand now that actually deals with the board. So they're going to need to discover something, because we know there's an Arcane Bolt in hand. There is a Cold Case in hand. Maybe even 2 Cold Cases. So they can get some extra armor, but that's not making them win. So they need another alibi. They got it. But this is actually just slowing everything down for a bit, but not actually making them win. Okay. Okay. Fine. 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 Hope they don't top that. Don't discover like freeze. That would be the most annoying thing, I think. Okay, this is good. I think what we do here is just this and Bubble Bot and give everything Divine Shield again. And we just the face. We don't trade, I don't think. We just wait here. So there is Cold Case, Arcane Bolts, and 2 random spells in their hands. Okay, they're trying to look for Freeze, Blizzard, but again, it's only a one-time thing again. They need to find more, even if they do it, because the board is kind of out of control here. Arcane Defenders. Do we have lethal on that? Let's see. I want to say we do, but I need to figure it out. Because we have 34 on the board right now, so we need to just find some good trades. This somewhere. This goes here. And this goes here. So this trade, this trade. Okay, we hope it hits something good. I don't even think it matters because we spread out the damage well enough anyways to have lethal. Okay, nice. So you can see these are like very, very big boy stats, and if the deck doesn't run silence, or like if it's not a control deck and they don't run silence, there's like absolutely nothing they can do about it. So it's a bit trickier when you play against Control Priest, when you play against Blood Decay also, because they have like ways to deal with it: Asphyxiate, Obliterate, you know, Soul Stealer later on, which makes it a bit harder. Demon Hunter, I feel like we should be able to beat it, but you need to keep in mind if it is Spell Demon Hunter and they play Sinful Brand and you play big minions, there is always a chance of those minions getting Sinful Branded and you die because you take too much damage. So that's the tricky part, playing against Spell DH. But let's see. Yeah, this is Spell DH, so we need to keep that in mind. Kind of just hope that they don't have a good way of dealing all their damage. Like either miss the Sinful Brand in hand or miss some rush minions so they can like rush into it. Going to proc the shield, that's fine. We still have the mech on the board, so we can amalgam on it. Keep the mech train going. I think we go Mooncatcher. So we can play the Mooncatcher next turn, or we can go Bronze Keeper. Can choose. I think either way something will stick on the board anyway. Taste of Chaos. Okay, so they are... Wait. Clearing something or not? Or maybe if they coin... No, they're just gonna leave it. Okay. I think in that case we were just going to play this one. Push to 3. Next turn, I'm not sure yet. It's gonna depend a little bit on how they play out this turn. If something sticks, we might go like Mistake and Gatekeeper on whatever sticks, or we just go Menace. I don't wanna put too many things on one mech. Maybe let's see. Unleash already. Okay, that is quite early. Maybe they have a way of dealing with both minions. Security. Oh, that is actually not a full clear. So maybe the amalgam sticks again. Okay, let's build some board then. Put this on and this. Pushing. They already used the security, so that means a few rushers are out. Coining a 5. Deal with a devil, okay. I'm not sure if we have to deal with that or we just ignore it. If we make this bigger, he has to put more stuff into it. I think we just push face anyway. We're gonna heal for 9. But they have to trade a lot into the amalgam. I just hope they don't have Sinful Brand here, because if they have Sinful Brand plus some rushers, we are going to take a lot of damage. They don't have it, maybe we can still push enough. I don't know, maybe I could have traded 1-3-3 just to protect our amalgam a little bit more. It looks like they have to clear it with all their stuff. Feast of Souls. Okay, so they draw 3 cards, but we still have a lot of stuff, a lot of minions on the board. Would be kind of sad if they top decked Unleash Fel again, because they already played one. Okay, they didn't, so they have to use rushers that you kind of want to keep for a Sinful Brand. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Fine. We're not pushing a lot on this turn. What do we want to top deck here? Maybe a War Gear or a Ziliax or a Radar Detector. That would be great. Amalgam for some extra value. There's some good draws. There's some draws maybe a little bit worse that we don't want to have, like 1-drops, for example. Not great. Spectral, okay. That's the second security, so they don't actually have that many rush cards left. Only one more Falderay Warband, I think. So that's at least some good news. Disco Maul, okay. Yeah, it's some extra damage, I suppose. I feel like I'm really dependent on top decks here, because I think I can still win the game, but I need to find something playable next turn, something that's not complete trash. What do you pick? Oh no, Silver Moon. Second Unleash Fel. There is no more. They did heal a lot. They did deal a lot. Okay, let's play it. And we'll have to trade this one. We don't want the spell damage on the board. Buffing the mech, so that if we find a magnetic mech, we can insta-push for a lot of damage. Ziliax would be appreciated, because we are getting a bit low on HP here. Opponent is setting up for a lethal, so we either need a taunt or a Ziliax. Because next turn we are dead. Oh my god. This might be a taunt or a Ziliax, but only for next turn. Oh, but we played 3 Mooncatchers. Yeah, this is dead probably, because they only need 2 more damage. And there is still a lot of damage in the deck. So yeah, dead, I suppose. Yeah, okay. Unlucky. Second game, didn't get there. We lacked some draw here, unfortunately. We had a decent start, but we, in the mid-game, started struggling a little bit because we couldn't find anything that would give us some extra value. But it's fine, we have one more game to decide how we like the deck. You know, I like to do 3 games, 3 test games to see how it goes. If we win the first one, I'm happy. If we lose the first one, I always start doubting a little bit, like, did I make the right choice? But it's such a small sample size that you can't really get too mad about it either. Okay, Click Clocker into Disco Mall. I'm not against it, so maybe we just keep the Radar Detector anyway, because we already have a 1 into a 2. If we don't have anything else on turn 3, we just go Radar Detector. Okay, this is Blood Decay. It can be a bit tricky. It can be tricky because they have a lot of board clears. A lot of board clears, a lot of single target removal as well. So, kind of need to high roll a little bit, maybe. Okay, so, ooh, maybe we can buff everything. I think we trade it for now. So next turn, we could go Radar Detector into the Outfitter the turn after. It's a bit slow, but we get everything buffed, and I kind of like that. Double buffed even. Let's go for it. Okay, so next turn we go Outfitter, Outfitter. All of this is going to get +2/+2, and then on the next turn, for example, we can go Security plus some other mechs that we draw. Beef. Beef. And also, you know, against Blood Decay, it's important to buff the Disco Maul as much as you can, just for some extra push in the mid game, because they're gonna remove stuff, they're gonna heal, and sometimes just the board is not enough, and you need to have like an extra 8, 9, 10 attack from the Disco Maul to get there. Okay, Ini is kind of cool. So we're going to do this. I think we amalgam on it, and we don't go Gatekeeper yet. Next turn we can go this and Bubble Bot maybe. And we trade like this, and we keep the weapon up. Obviously, we're only on +5 now, and I don't think you want to hit on the turn like when you can't attack yet. I think you want to hit when your minions can attack instantly, so you don't give opponent a chance to delete the minion first without it having the big attack pushing phase. He might not have a clear on that. Used one Asphyxiate from the deck already. Thinking a little bit. So we can go under this one. Do we go Bubble Bot on it? Let's do it. Beef. So now if opponent wants to proc this Death Rattle, they have to hit into a minion. Coin a 7. Patchwork. Which one do we want? Oh, okay then. That means they can't go Coin Soul Stealer. So that does give us a little bit of extra time. Okay, so how are we doing this? We buff. It's 16 plus 7. 23, 24 with this. 25. Well, not lethal yet. Let's go for another big boy. So this is 17 attack. Plus 9. 26. Okay. So we're just gonna hit face then and wait. We wait it out. He has to clear. Or heal a lot. But if he can't clear, or if one thing sticks, we have the War Gear coming up. Rubian. Maybe they don't have anything. Maybe. Icy Touch. Well, he can freeze my face. Oh, wait. Can do that too, but we can still have lethal. I think we still have lethal anyway, actually, because we are top decking War Gear is an extra 6 attack, and we have the Gatekeeper too. 16. This is already lethal. Okay, guys, we actually won. So 2 wins, 1 loss. The loss was sad. sad, but it's fine. We didn't make it to top 500 yet. But I want to say, I think this is an underrated Paladin deck. It's actually quite strong. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. A lot of good matchups as well. But for some people, well, for some reason, people aren't playing it as much. So maybe we can change that. Maybe if you like the deck, give it a try. I will put the code in the description below, so you can just copy it and add the deck to your collection as well. And for now, as usual, if you like the content, leave a comment, subscribe, share it with your friends and family, whatever. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!